Hello, my name is Brad Spinner, and I'm going to be reviewing case study 8.6 out of our textbook, Kelley versus the Board of Trustees. Most Title IX cases that I've come across involve programs being added to offer opportunities, equal opportunities for an underrepresented gender. But this case actually has a university terminating a program to meet Title IX regulations. In this case, the plaintiff is the University of Illinois men's swimming team, and it includes all the members of the team, with William Kelley being the spokesperson for the team. The defendants in the case are the University of Illinois Board of Trustees, also the University Chancellor, the Athletic Director, and the Associate Athletic Director. The lawsuit itself has the swimmers bringing suit against the university, claiming that it violated Title IX of the Education Amendments. The suit was meant to prohibit the university from terminating the men's swimming program, and it also was going to be seeking damages. Now, the details of the case are a little complicated in the fact that the University of Illinois was facing a budget deficit of $600,000, and they come to the conclusion to terminate 4 programs from their athletic department. One being the university men's swimming team. The other two of them were the men's and women's dive team, and then one was the men's lacrosse team. The swimming team is the only team that chose to file suit against the university. Three of the concerns for the university when deciding whether or not they're going to terminate the program was they wanted to look at the competitiveness of their program when compared to everybody in their Big Ten conference. They also wanted to look at the fan base, and they also wanted to look at the incoming athletes from the high schools in the state. And while looking at those, they found that they had a history of being uncompetitive. The swim team had been uncompetitive, and they did not have a significant fan base, and there was very limited high school programs in the state to feed the university's men's swim team. Another reason they chose to eliminate the swim team was it helped them become more compliant with Title IX regulations. Up until this point, they had struggled with keeping the Title IX mandates met, because the proportion of female students at the university was not matched by the proportion of females who were participating in athletics. By eliminating 3 men's programs and only 1 women's programs, it helped them to meet the Title IX regulations. The plaintiffs argued that the university's interpretation of Title IX was perverted, and it turned the intentions of Title IX into being discriminatory against males. They also argued that the substantial proportionality test, which is that the proportion of gender at a university must be close to or equal to the proportion of that gender in athletics, was established on a gender-based quota system that was contrary to Title IX. The plaintiff's final argument stated that because the men's swimming program was terminated and not the women's swimming program, that they were being denied equal opportunities to compete. The court reviewed these arguments, and on the basis of discrimination, the court deferred their ruling to another court concerning the mandate that prohibited discrimination on the basis of sex. They agreed that there should not be discrimination in sex, but of sex, but because this was a special circumstance, that they were not prepared to rule on this at this time. They also went on to address the substantial proportionality issue that the plaintiffs had brought up. They ruled that the university showed an effort, as long as the university had showed an effort to increase opportunities for the underrepresented sex, in this case females, and or provided effective accommodations for existing programs of that sex, then they were not in violation of the substantial proportionality test. The test does not state that the proportionality has to be exact. It just has to be making steps towards creating an equal landscape for the underrepresented gender. As far as the equal opportunities goes, when the men's program was terminated but not the women's program, the university had stated that, for the record, that they had only considered gender in their decision because it kept them in compliance with Title IX. And because Title IX cannot be argued, the attack on the equal opportunities by the university was therefore a collateral attack on Title IX, which is not permissible. So the summary judgment by the court was in favor of the University of Illinois, and the implications that this means for athletic administrators is that just because a school is compliant with Title IX doesn't always mean that we have to add programs. It could also mean that we could subtract programs to create an equal proportion of opportunities for both male and female. Another thing that I learned that could affect athletic administrators, that it's there, Title IX is there to help the underrepresented gender. The majority has very little foothold or very little say in how Title IX is implemented. Thank you for watching.